everybody, how are you doing today? It's your girl Jess, and I'm back with what I mentioned in my little short earlier, which is called The Garbage Plate up in New York State here. So, I'm gonna mukbang it for you. Now, before I show you, I'm gonna let you see what's written here. It says CBEL-O. Now, what I got when I ordered this was, I got cheeseburger garbage plate, half macaroni salad, half home fry, with everything light onions. So the quick spiel would be, let me get a cheeseburger plate, half mac, half home fry, everything light onion. Double bread, which is this, because I like the bread, because I usually have leftovers. I used to be able to eat a whole thing, now I can't. So, I put a little bit of salt on it. I do have some ketchup on the side here. Heinz is the only way to go. And I have a cherry Pepsi ready to crack, along with the two breads. So, what is a garbage plate? I'm sure everybody wants to know. So, it's two sides. Typically, you get a choice of one protein. You can mix proteins. You usually get like 2 cheeseburgers, and by that I mean just patty, cheese. So it's not, that's why you get the bread on the side. So the two sides get laid into the takeout container first, and then they put whatever meat you choose on top. You can get a Zweigel's Red Hot, White Hots, cheese, obviously cheeseburgers, hamburgers. Some places do Italian sausage. Some places do single servings, so you can get like a half plate, which is still 2 sides, but 1 portion of meat instead of 2. And there's places that where you can do grilled cheese. It's not very much so vegetarian friendly. Definitely not vegan friendly, but I took my vegetarian friend here once and she ordered a veg plate, and I thought maybe they had veggie burgers at this restaurant, and they didn't. She just ended up with a garbage plate full of 2 sides. And honestly, in my opinion, what makes a garbage plate is what we call meat sauce. And if you're a vegetarian, you can't experience authentic like meat in meat sauce unless you find a way to make it without the meat. So yeah, that was kind of a miss there, just as a heads up. Yeah. So she could have gotten the grilled cheese plate, by the way, but like I said, the meat sauce makes it. So I'm gonna open it here. I got a fork from home. You see that? Do you see that? It's a hot mess. I can see it from here in the camera. So I have it sitting on a newspaper ad for one of the grocery stores because the grease is just dripping. And I'm gonna bring it really close. And like here, let me push this table out. I want you guys to get the best view ever. So we got cheeseburger. I gotta get a real good grip on this. So we got some cheeseburger here. And then we got the home fries. And then you're gonna see the macaroni salad. Here, I'll scoop some up. Taking a bite. Couldn't help myself. So, when I order this and I say I want everything on it, that means the meat sauce you're seeing, which is the brown that's everywhere, yellow mustard or brown mustard. At this particular restaurant, they use the brown mustard. It's my personal preference. And onions. I say light onions because if I hadn't, you would have seen a very prominent hill of white onion. So, yeah, we do light onions in this house. Fresh cherry Pepsi. I'm not gonna keep that on my napkin. I need my napkin now. So let me situate myself. I hear my audience coming, and that's not just you guys, that's my husky. She always needs to know what I'm eating. All right. Ooh, I just want to dig in. Oh, sorry. Reaching off camera to find my to-go bag so I can get a knife for the bread and butter. Ooh, yeah, it's a greasy bag. There we go, finally. Covered in meat sauce. Yeah. If you were to buy this, you would want to make sure you have it set like really secure for the ride home if you don't eat in the restaurant. Oh, and there we go. Speaking of restaurants, since we're already 5 minutes in and I haven't mentioned where I got my garbage plate, I went to, and I always go to, Steve T's Hats and Plates on Lyle Avenue in Rochester, New York. I believe the zip code is 14606. They used to be 24 hours all the way up until literally about 2-3 weeks ago. Now they're open until about 2 a.m., 4 a.m. on the weekends. And that's, you know, because the bars close late. But they got it cost me $12.69 to get a cheeseburger garbage plate with an extra bread. And honestly, I feel like they have the best meat sauce in town, on top of the fact that they don't put a ton of veggies into their macaroni salad, which is helpful for someone who doesn't like onions. They can order macaroni salad there, and there's not going to be a ton of onions in it. Yeah, and their portions are insane. Not to mention, you can go in there and order a plate, and it'll take all of 3 minutes to make it, because they just have to cook your burgers up and make sure that those taters are hot. They also have other side options, too. Like most places, you can do baked beans. You can do potato salad at some places. Most places do macaroni salad, but you know, like up here, it's seasonal to have a potato salad option. Get me a good piece of that cheeseburger there. So we got some cheeseburger, we got some macaroni salad, we got some meat sauce, and we got a home fry on there. That's insane. It's so good. My origin with a garbage plate, because I'm not going to eat this entire thing for you, I just really wanted to introduce it to everybody, is I did not like salads, like barbecue salads. So like macaroni salad, potato salad, pasta salad. I wasn't a salad kid. I'd always pass it over. It had a lot to do with the occasional tuna fish. But that was a big reason why I didn't try garbage plates until I was like 16 years old. My dad had this little term he would say called, "If I buy you fly," and he was talking about, if he pays for dinner, well, I go get dinner. And of course, I was 16, just got my license, looking for any excuse in the world to drive my car or his. So yeah, you bet your dang butt he bought a flu. And while he was buying and I was flying, I was eating too. And I just started trying things, and granted, like yeah, I guess you could say that aided and abetted a little bit to my weight gain, but we'll just, nobody to blame but me. So yeah, I know where all the good eats are though, that's for sure. I want to start doing more local restaurant mukbangs, just in case you ever choose to visit New York State and come through Rochester. Because I'm not always only here. I actually was in a little Mormon town, believe it or not, to see my mechanic, and that, I went to I was like, oh, I'm going to go to this pizza place here. Bread. Trying this new thing. Not the bread, though. This new thing where you're a tourist in your own town. Because if I can't make any friends here, or I feel like I can't make any friends here, how am I going to do that if I try to move? Like, it's a genuine question. I really just don't want to set myself up to not be happy if I do move. When I do move, because at this point. And yeah. You'll catch the occasional I was gonna say chicken. You'll catch the occasional ketchup dip. I like doing mukbangs though. Gives me a chance to like vent. And it changes up. Oh, wrong pipe. Sorry, guys. It changes up the way that I eat in the sense of like my habits during the food. So I usually consume content while I consume food. But right now I'm making the video while I eat. So I do feel obligated to like keep talking and such, because duh. But also, look at this pretty garbage plate. I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer. Oh yeah, just so you can see more of my food here. So, ways you can use your bread. You can make a little burger sandwich out of it. This particular restaurant uses like Italian bread with butter. That's gonna make me burp. And yeah, you can build little sandwiches out of it. I like to do this. Give me a nice piece of cheeseburger. Can I have a cheeseburger? Dipped it in the ketchup, smeared it onto the bread, find a good tater, smear that onto the bread, find a nice little scoop of mac salad and top it. And then we take 2 hands, because sometimes I need it. I bit the cheeseburger on that plate, but that's what that looked like. Definitely not a meal for the kind of person who doesn't like their food to touch. You can make a garbage plate happen though. You can still try one. I will tell you how. Sorry, I had to. Okay, how do we make a garbage plate happen without it having to be this garbage that you see? So, it is gonna cost you a little more, but if you're genuinely committed to trying it, then this is the way to go. What you're gonna wanna do is get a side of macaroni salad, a side of either French fries or home fries, you know, your tater of choice, whatever sides you want, dude. Just get your 2 sides, order them separate, and then you can tell them that you want 2 cheeseburger patties or 2 hot dog patties, and you can actually either have them put the sauce and the mustard and the onions on the side, or you can have them dress the burgers. So you got dressed burgers, everything that's all mixed up here is on your burger, in the sense of where, I mean, if you really want meat sauce, like I recommend if you're trying it for the first time and you have to do it this way, to definitely get a side of meat sauce. But you know, you got your 2 dressed burgers and your 2 sides. There you go, man. You go 1, 2, 3. And that's how you experience a garbage plate without it having to be all mixed up. Because I know that's a huge turnoff for a lot of people. For me, I don't enjoy macaroni salad that doesn't have Steve T's meat sauce in it. I'm over here like, let's get macaroni salad, man. It's usually that. Excuse me. Ooh, what a way to go. So, my appetite is so up and down that I have just decided after that burp that I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna eat this, because I'm like 15 minutes in and I really don't want to edit this video. I just want to chop it together for you guys. So yeah, I know that sounds lazy, but it's not. I just really want to make sure that this gets up the way I want it to. So yeah, that being said, like, comment, subscribe, throw a share out there. If you've made it this far into the video, comment like a utensil or like a cheeseburger or something like that in the comment section. If you have any questions about garbage plates that I didn't happen to answer, like, I am gonna tell you, I told you where I got this. I'll tell you a few other restaurants that you can get a good garbage plate at in Rochester. There's only 2 other ones that I even recommend. And that is the original Nick Tauhous, which Nick Tauhous and Steve T used to both be Nick Tauhous. When the original owner of Nick Tauhous passed away and the businesses got dispersed amongst the family, whoever owns the one that Steve T's now changed the name to Steve T. So I believe it's Steve Tauhous. So we got Nick Tauhous and Steve Tauhous. And the other place, so we have those 2, and the third place that I would recommend is called Hungry's in Pittsford. Yeah, Google it. I was very impressed by them. They're a little, hole-in-the-wall shack place up there, and they're on their way to get bigger and better things, I'm just saying. So yeah, that is the great New York State staple of a garbage plate, serving it with a Pepsi. And yeah, I'm going to cut you guys off so I can watch some TV while I eat my food, and then I'll jump back on here right before I'm done and throw a little clip in on how far I make it into this garbage plate, because I got a feeling it isn't going to be that far. So we'll see where I go before we decide to save it for leftovers. See you guys.